What's up guys, Chasing Lamey here with episode number 88 of Welcome to Wroxham, and today we're doing a big double header. We've got a league tie against Swindon and a cup quarter final against Leeds United. So, without any further ado, like, subscribe, ring the bell. I'll soon as I the intro. So let's get you caught up with the things you've missed, shall we? Because we last met when we played Crawley in the FA Cup second round and we beat them 4-1. We then beat Swansea 2-1 away in the league with a brace from Daniel Menga. Just realised that's not in my fixture view. Let's do that so we can see what's actually going on. Right, we played Fleetwood, drew 1-1 with them, and Daniel Menga got another goal. We beat Plymouth 2-1 with Ivan Vega and Antonio Bassare scoring. Daniel Menga got a brace in a 2-0 win over the dirty, disgusting Leeds United. That's 6 we've put past them in 2 games in the space of 3 weeks. So they must hate us right now. Love to see it. And then Charlton, 3-2 win away from home at the Valley. Daniel Menga getting himself a hat-trick with the last goal coming in the 81st minute. So, without any further ado, let's go play Swindon, get this one out of the way, and then see if we can get through to the semi-final of the League Cup away at Elland Road with Leeds United. But first, let's meet the team to play Swindon. So then, today's starting lineup is going to be Randy Straker in goal, Galeno at right back, Cafferty, Fabio and Settin make up the rest of the back four, Bassare in defensive midfield behind Ryan Green and Ivan Vega. We've got Madel on the right wing, Ramirez on the left wing, and Menga up top, as you would expect with the form he's on. On the bench, English, Sakete, Bassene, Chimesi, Gumar, Springett and Alain. Pretty strong team, I reckon. Let's go see if we can do some damage to Swindon, shall we? So into the dressing room then, and we're going to tell everyone that the media give them a lot of credit lately. Go put on a worthy display. A job is a good one. This is going to pay me if we win this one because, as everyone probably knows at this point, I am a Swindon fan and I don't really want to have to beat my own team, but we do need to keep this run of form going. We are chasing down a playoff spot potentially, as we'll see when the league table pops up here. We have moved up into 8th place in the table. Swindon sit in 21st. We're only 3 points behind 6th and the playoffs. So we do have to get a result today, and this is going to be an interesting one to commentate on because I'm so used to managing Swindon that I may get myself a little bit lost, but it'll be fine as Ryan Green steps up early on for a corner into the box, headed away by Crachovia, and Vega finds Fabio back to Vega, and Settin will pick up the ball over the top looking for Ivan Vega. What a bold decision that was as Proctor gets ahead to it and turns to clear the ball. Can we win this in the air? We can. Fabio, all 6'6" of him, does the job. Ryan Green now to Ramirez. Ramirez through ball, doesn't find anyone. Abu clears it to back off, and it is with Kratovia, and I'm never going to pronounce his name right. Ball goes forward. Bassare, Ramirez, ball picked up again by Backoff, over the top, looking for whoever that was, Bonobus. Borbas, there we go, and Bapaga has a pop at goal, and it's gone out for a corner. Action-packed early going here, I promise you. We are not on full game highlights. We're just having an action-packed early game as Abu puts the corner and Fabio wins it in the air to Kratochiva and as Kratokvia. I'll get that right eventually. Anyway, still 0-0. That's what matters. We need to get ourselves on the score sheet very soon, however. Free kick for Swindon then. Abu is going to be the man that takes it. It's just by the corner flag. Ball goes into the box, headed away by Ivan Vega to Kratokvia. And Kratovia having a run at us and smashes that one over the crossbar. And Randy Straker in goal can breathe a little bit easier. Safe to say, Menga has not shown up today. Neither has all £7 million of Matthias Galeno. They're going to have to put in a performance against Leeds because I can't afford to drop them for the game. I am a little bit disappointed though that Menga is not really pulling his weight. He may have to come off in the second half. We're going to go to the dressing room and see if we can get a little bit of life out of these guys. Let's tell them that they've been the better team here, and we're also going to do a bunch of I have faith in you kind of stuffs so that they understand that we are looking for a performance. I am actually going to say that I'm not happy with the finishing of Daniel Menga. Hopefully a bit of a telling off will spur him into life and we can get ourselves a good performance from him in this second half as Bazare picks up a yellow card. White now with a free kick for Swindon. Big ball forward, headed out by Balsare to Vega. Vega finds Fabio. Fabio to McCafferty. McCafferty, plenty of time on the ball to find Fabio again as the rain drives down here at Wroxham. Vega through to Menga. Menga finds Ramirez. Ramirez is through, and Ramirez puts it away. And Menga has come alive. Ramirez has come alive. We just need Galeno to shot now, and we will be absolutely laughing. And great ball by Fabio to start the move to Vega. Vega finding Menga. Menga sees Ramirez on the overlap, and that's job done at the near post. Took the narrow angle, didn't care. Job done. Happy days. Green now with a corner for us. Into the box, doesn't find Madel, but it looks like Elaine, who's just come on as a sub for Bazare, will pick that one up. McCafferty with the ball, taking his time, puts it over the top for Menga. Menga gets brought down for a penalty, and I'm not even sure who takes this, because usually when we get a penalty, Menga's already on a hat-trick. Who is stepping up for us is the next big question. It's going to be Ramirez. Daniel Ramirez puts it in, makes it 2, and we should be fairly comfortable here to see this one out. And I can start thinking about what I do with the other 3 substitutions we've got. McCafferty will certainly be one of the people coming off. I'm just not sure who's coming off with him. It's going to be a case of value versus tiredness, I think. We'll see what happens in a moment. So, final whistle has gone. It's a 2-0 win in the league, which should push us up at least one place. You would have to hope, depending on what's going on around us. Well done, lads. Good win for us. Everyone looks delighted. That's what we like to see. And now we can go forward and try and get a result against Leeds. Once we've seen the league table, of course, which should hopefully be popping up in just a moment, to let us know if that has in fact moved us up towards or even into the playoff positions. That's what we're hoping for. And it's not a playoff for us, unfortunately, quite yet. We are up a place into 7th, though, so we're still on track. We're doing okay in the league. I mean, it's not inconceivable if this run of form continues. We could end up in the autos. There's only 5 points between us and 2nd right now. And if you predicted that at the beginning of the season, I would have laughed at you. But next up, we have to play this quarter-final game against Leeds, so I'll be back for that in just a second. So we're here for the second game of the double-header, and this potentially, of course, is where the season ends as far as the Carabao Cup is concerned, because we're away at Leeds United. However, there are some new signings to introduce you to, because it's the 1st of January, and I like to get my business done early. So Straker in goal, standard. Galeno at right back, also standard. Ben Dodd starts as centre-half, alongside Andrea Marcato, a very bold 18-year-old Italian centre-half who looks like he could become the business. Apparently, he is a good player for most championship sides. Quite injury-prone, but that's fine. We'll deal with that. I signed him from Napoli, where he's played 6 games in Serie A. 250k. Strong money for an 18-year-old. One of the best bargains I think I'll ever get. And aggression's a worry, but everything else looks really, really good for a player at this level. Makes his debut today. Hopefully, will turn out to be a solid signing for us going forward for the future. Jorge Marais has also joined us on loan from Benfica. He's a left back. He's a good, solid-looking left back. We'll put him into the attack wing-back mode so we know what he's going to look like. He's fairly quick, gets there even quicker, good stamina, can cross a ball, can tackle a bit. I mean, the guy has the things I need from him. 8 under-21 caps for Portugal, 1 goal for them, and he has played for Benfica's second team a couple of times, but nothing to pull up any trees just yet. But you've got to imagine getting into Benfica's second team even, quite a challenge. So he's got to be a decent player, and we're going to hope he can provide for us. Bazare is our defensive midfielder. Green, Vega, Madel, another new loan signing in Vinicius Godoy Lamoso, another 8-cap Portuguese under-21 international. He joins on loan from Porto. He's had slightly more luck breaking into Porto's B team. He's played for them 5 times in the league and scored a goal. Again, though, he is going to be playing for us primarily on the left-hand side, I would think. And, yeah, he doesn't look too bad, does he? He's got some good dribbling, could be a little quicker, of course, but, you know, beggars and choosers, some good tricks. Hopefully the fans will like him and he'll get us some goals. So look forward to having him in the team, gives us a chance to rotate Daniel Ramirez out occasionally rather than forcing him on the left wing all the time. Menga up top, Ingles, Sakete, another new signing in Kambwala, who used to play for Manchester United, did Willie Kambwala in real life, but he probably still does in real life looking at the year he joined them. Anyway, he's a good centre-half for this level, decently respectable. He's got the pace we need, which probably makes up for his lack of heading and tackling and marking abilities. Basically, he's a good, if we need to counter a fast attacker, centre-half to have. Got Rotario on the bench, Gamar, Ramirez, Fabio, McCafferty and Kilikarslan just to complete the full set. There's probably way too many defenders on the bench, if I'm honest. Have I got anyone that can replace Sakete and give me a defensive midfielder? I mean, I guess I could just go straight swap, cover Sakete and the defensive midfield role. There we go. We'll stick Maxi Lane in there. And that should solve the problem. So without any further ado, let's go play Leeds. So in the dressing room, we're doing another media giving you a lot of credit. Let go put on a worthy display. We're also, though, going to tell the lads to make a difference and make you proud because it works. So we're going to use it. Right, let's do that. Leeds currently sit 11th in the Premier League, so they're not a bad side. Playing a 4-4-2 with a diamond is Raphael Wicki, the manager of Leeds. We, of course, in our 4-5-1 or 4-3-3 DM wide, as the game calls it, it's a 4-5-1. Anyway, game's about to kick off. Ellen Road looking spectacular with the new graphics card we put in, which is very, very nice. And hopefully we'll get a good result here. Our form in the League Cup, very, very strong. Obviously, we've got ourselves to the quarter-final as Pozo takes a corner for Leeds. Marcato, our first look at him, heading it away strongly back to Pozo. Ball into the box. Bazare doing his part. Madel now hitting on the counter-attack. Hoofs it forward to nobody. Not quite sure why. Pozo to Carrillo, to Mingueza, to Pozo, to Galvez, into Illich. Illich hoofs it into Alan Rhodes. I think that might be the cop at that end. I don't know, I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've looked at a map of Ellen Road or been there. We'll soon find out if I can be bothered. Right, Mercato over the top from the goal kick. Gray heads it away to Mingueza, to Illich. Need to cover him here, but Alzare gets in there to cover it very well. And now Galeno to Madel, who looks pretty good so far. Finds a crossfield ball, looking for Vega, doesn't find him. Mingueza to Gray, back to Boyomo. Gray to Gordon, to Illich. Illich turns his man, looking for Garanto, doesn't find him. Marcato there to cut it out. Lamoso puts the ball forward. Gray picks it up, but Galeno picks up a loose ball. Can we turn this highlight around? Dodd to Madel. Madel gets tackled. Illich Gray puts the ball over the top for Ganoto. And Marcato has brought down Notto in the box. Not your best first contribution as a Wroxham player. VAR's going to check it. Say he won the ball. He didn't win the ball. Penalty awarded. Notto will step up and take it. Randy Straker goes the right way but can't quite get his hand to it. And we're behind Ellen Road and we need to come back from this. And I believe we can do it. I genuinely do, because we've done so well in the Cup so far. It's hard to believe this is where it ends. I mean, the quarter-final isn't the worst thing that can happen to us, of course, but I don't want this to be where it ends. That would be pretty sad, given everything else that's gone on this season. And Mercato not having the best debut, Bazare and Dodd also not fully present for this one. Let's do some encouragement, see what happens. We managed to stop that highlight happening, which was probably a good thing. And half an hour in, still 1-0. As Pozo picks up a free kick into the box, headed over the bar. And we have survived another attack from Leeds. Straker on the ball to Bassare. Bassare plays it across for Galeno, forward to Madel. That'll be a great time to get an equaliser, but Madel's been muscled off the ball. Boyamo to Mingueza, to Galvez, to Gordon. Ball through to Notto. This could be 2-0. It is 2-0. And I think the dream could be over here. I am going to have to send on Ramirez at left back. left wing, I think. Lamoso not really setting the world on fire on his debut here. And Maidel not having a great day. Marcato has not really had a great day either. Neither has Balsare. It's been a bit of a mess, and I should have just stuck with the team that brought us here. But such is life, live and learn. As Galeno with a throw into Maidel. Can Maidel get a crossover here and maybe make himself dangerous? Into the box, looking for Lamoso, but even Vega got his head to it. And, well, we'll take that. I was watching Lamoso because he was the one the name popped up over. But it turns out Ivan Vega does the damage. Let's watch that in real time as Maidel makes a break for the byline, puts a crossover, and Vega sort of just dived past Lamoso to get his head to that. And it's 2-1 as we go into half-time. Maybe there's still a little glimmer of hope for us in this tie. Who knows? You've been unlucky so far. Feels like a thing. Let's do that with hands on hips. You've been unlucky so far. People seem happier. I guess that's a benefit. But let's just grab Lamoso. Let's grab Lamoso and Straker. We'll do you aren't that bad. You can still improve. I've got faith in you. And let's grab our two boys on bookings and just be like a quick calm down. Maybe don't get yourself sent off, boys. That'd be nice. We'll see what can happen here. Hopefully we can start forcing our way back into the game. I may have to make some defensive changes as well, just to refresh things, but we'll see how it goes. Boyomo now with the ball for Leeds to Kartsev, to João Pedro, Terrier. What a name for a player. Terrier over the top. Moraes heads it away only as far as Alvarez. Notto back to Kartsev. Terrier is through. Has a pop from range. Doesn't really work. I put on Cambuala to kind of counter the speed of the strikers on the Leeds squad. Hopefully that will help as Menga picks up the ball very briefly. Wins it back though from Boyomo. And Menga through with a pop. And Luis Jr. in the Leeds goal there to make the save. I think it's going to be time to make another couple of changes. So just a few minutes to go here then, and it's safe to say we've given a good account of ourselves. We've not really set anything on fire. Elaine puts a big ball forward though, but it doesn't really go anywhere as Boyomo picks up the ball for Leeds to Godfrey. Godfrey having a run at us now. Cuts it back for Terrier. McCafferty picks up a loose ball though. Carrillo forward for Illich. Kartsev over the top. Who's going to get back here and cover? It's not going to be Settin. Is it going to be Settin? It's not. Alvarez with the ball into the box. João Pedro heads it over the bar. And that has not gone terribly well for us as time ticks away, and it's going to take something very, very special for us to get back into it. That's going to be the final whistle. Leeds have unfortunately put us out of the League Cup, but we should take a hefty paycheck for it, which is going to help immensely. You gave it your best. Good effort, lads. We'll do that because they were the underdogs. It was 11th in the Premier League, playing 7th in League One, probably 8th actually when the game kicked off, because League One actually played on New Year's Day, so that could be a thing. But I think we've got TV money from this, we've got gate money from this. We'll have a little look, see what that's brought into the accounts in just a second. I'm sure something special will be what that's brought into the account. We'll have a little look, because we can see, because it's January the 1st, we'll get the full breakdown, and hopefully the full breakdown is indeed some money. In fact, Leeds are the current holders of the League Cup, so it wasn't that shameful at all. Right, in terms of income from that one then, we've taken £430,000 in gate receipts, and there was no TV revenue for that. How bizarre. It wasn't on TV. That's why there was no TV revenue for it. That's really odd. Why would the League Cup quarter-final not be on TV? Don't know. No answer for you. Anyway, let's wrap up the episode there. In fact, before we wrap up the episode there, before I get too excited, let's go back to the schedule screen. We're coming back for the Blackburn FA Cup game. We're not going to double-head it with the second Swindon game, because I think we've made our point with Swindon, and I don't want to commentate on us beating Swindon twice. So we're going to come back pretty quickly for the Blackburn game. Hopefully we'll still be in the FA Cup come February. That'd be nice, because another cup run brings in more dollars, and that's what we all need to be seeing in the world. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I have, as always, been Chasing Lemony. Don't forget, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, smash the like button, leave the comments, all that good stuff. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Until next time, have a good one.